Hey, it's Skinny Doom, Boom in your room, and I'm just making this video because I've been wanting to release more content, and uh, it's hard with my new job. I'm working 6 days a week and whatnot, so I'm gonna be releasing more music and battle rap content. But today I just wanted to, I guess, do something different, maybe like once a week or something. So, as many people may know or may not know, I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball. And so, if you've been following Super, we're on the last two episodes before the series comes either to an end or to a hiatus. So, right before the two episodes, we find out Goku is facing Jiren. And to the topic of this video, I'm going to talk about my theory for Jiren's power, or at least how it works. So, I guess not the last episode, but the episode before where 17, spoiler alert, 17 go passes, he kills himself. He injures Jiren and basically like leaves us like just a hole in his suit. Um, so if you remember the first time Goku goes Ultra Instinct in the Tournament of Power and Jiren faces Goku, um, it's basically like obviously an intense battle, but Goku lands a shot on him, and compared to I guess the shot he got in on last week's episode, uh, it obviously it hurt him, but it didn't really phase him. So I've had this theory for a while, and I was gonna release it before last week's episode, but after last week's episode, it's still relevant, I guess, to me. If you're a fan of Marvel Comics, or at least Thor, you know Thor's father is Odin's son. Odin's son has this ability called the Odin Force, which is an omnipotent power he has, which is almost like a super battery, where he can basically like take on the likes of like the demon god Surtur, which is like one of the most powerful beings in Marvel. Not like the most powerful, but he's like I believe just under Celestial. So the way the Odin Force works is, obviously after he uses it, he has to go into the Odin sleep to recharge it. So after Jiren's battle with Goku and he basically wins against Goku, um, he goes into a meditated state. And before he faces Goku, he basically doesn't do anything. He's just standing there, basically, not like an immovable object. So, what I'm thinking is he has this crazy amount of power which he can release all at once and basically, just wreck shit. But with his battle with Ultra Instinct, I feel Ultra Instinct used a lot of that power, which is why he goes into meditated state. And then when Ultra Instinct comes back, he gets out of it, I feel, because he obviously would probably get knocked out if Goku attacked him in Ultra Instinct in his meditated state. I believe he goes into that because he's like, oh, there's no one worthy of facing me. But I feel he does it because he obviously took damage against Goku and used a lot of his power to not keep up with Goku, but I guess be on par with him. So Goku goes into second Ultra Instinct against Kefla, and then he wakes up because obviously he's in danger of being knocked out. And then slowly fast forward, he's fighting more, he's taking like big shots like the final flash and whatnot. And even though like the second time Vegeta's final flash, he like basically redirects it, I feel at that point he's used up a lot of his power, not all of it obviously. And like I said before, I feel like he can release it all at once, which is probably how he keeps up with everything and whatnot. But now we're at the point where it's him versus Ultra Instinct Goku for the rematch, and Goku's in his UI form for the third time, and he gets that clean shot on him. And 17 episode before that gets a clean shot on him and basically does a lot of damage. I feel at that point he's like I said, just reaching his limits, and I feel that Ultra Instinct Goku, people are saying it's gonna be like a double knockout, which it possibly could be, but we find out in the final next week, he masters it. So I feel because at that point, like Jiren's Kai says, it's problematic once Goku reaches that form. Even if it's only for like a few minutes, I feel he'll have the ability to overpower Jiren and knock him out. So Jiren, he says he wants to defeat this enemy that killed his master and killed people, and all he seeks is strength. And the god of destruction was interested in Jiren's thirst for strength. I feel that's almost why he's so emotionless, because he acquired this Odin Force type power and trained it obviously so he can increase its duration. And obviously, to him power is everything. So it also explains how Topo was so easy to just throw away justice, because obviously he's the second strongest Universe 11, and he releases it because he just like throws everything away for this omnipotent god of destruction power. And it's probably also why Jiren just laughs at him. I mean, he gets knocked out and just petties him, because um, I'm I'm sure at some point Jiren did the same thing, but instead of becoming a god of destruction, he's, I guess, the savior of his universe. So I kind of wish I could pull up some scenes and whatnot, but yeah, that's it. I feel Jiren's power is like the Odin Force, and we may find it out next week. I may be wrong, but I just, wanted to release this and see what everyone thinks, and comment your ideas, or if you think this is a good theory or not. I want to make more content, just random content each week, as on top of battle content and music. Like I said, it's just been hard working 6 days, and thank you for watching till the end. Skate Doom, boom in your room, and boycott winners.